how do we prevent or treat someone that comes in with rosacea? The first thing we do is we try to understand their lifestyle and try to avoid those triggers. Eczema can also be caused through genetics. It is also an immune system dysfunction and can be triggered by environmental and psychological factors. Some of the lifestyle factors can be irritants in skincare products, allergens, and also stress. The best way to prevent it is to Welcome to the Holistic Skin Guru, where what's on the surface is just as important as what's underneath. I'm your host, Amina. Let's dive deep into the world of holistic skincare. Welcome to another episode of the Holistic Skin Guru. Today we're going to talk about rosacea and eczema, two topics that often come up because they are so frequent in our society and there's so many people suffering with it, and they come in presenting with various degrees of both rosacea and eczema. So I guess the first question is, what causes rosacea? Rosacea can be caused through genetics. It could be immune system dysfunction. It could be triggered by environmental factors or even through synthetic skincare ingredients. So really think about what you're putting your skin through before you self-diagnose yourself with rosacea. It's one of those things that a lot of people think they have and then they really don't have rosacea. It's just a sensitivity due to minimize your rosacea if you are presenting with it. A lot of times skin just is a little bit red because of products that we're using that is just irritating the skin. So really assess what you're using. If you're not sure, come into clinic, let one of our skin therapists have a look at what you're using on your skin and we can advise you accordingly. Lifestyle factors also impact on rosacea. Sun exposure, spicy foods. This is one that not many people think about, but spicy foods can actually impact on your skin and can present as rosacea at some point. Alcohol and stress are other two factors that can lead to rosacea as well. So all of these things combined can actually cause rosacea, but at various degrees. Now, how do we prevent or treat someone that comes in with rosacea? The first thing we do is we try to understand their lifestyle and try to avoid those triggers. So if spicy foods or alcohol trigger rosacea, then we're going to be talking to you about that. If you don't use a sunscreen regularly, we're going to make sure that you are on a sunscreen, and we're going to encourage you to look at a more gentle skincare routine, preferably without sulfates and parabens, because they're the ones that are aggravating and irritating the skin and causing the sensitivity to start off with. So that's why we look at your products. Prescription medications such as topical or oral antibiotics, topical retinoids can also help, but you can find holistic plant-based ingredients that can help you overcome many of the symptoms of rosacea. You're just going to have to come and see people like us who deal with holistic, organic, and plant-based skincare. Now, eczema can also be caused through genetics. It is also an immune system dysfunction and can be triggered by environmental and psychological factors. Some of the lifestyle factors can be irritants in skincare products, allergens, and also stress. And the best way to prevent it is to moisturize the skin regularly with products that are soothing, that contain healing ingredients like aloe vera, vitamin E, African shea butter. These are all ingredients that I would be looking towards that would just encourage healing in the skin and promote healing within. And I think the main thing that people forget is to really identify what the triggers are. What are they? Like if you can find that trigger and it's stress, then you can start to manage that stress. If you find that your trigger is foods, spicy foods, you can start to manage what you're eating and you can minimize the risk of a rosacea outbreak. Looking at mild products that are fragrance-free, especially your skincare products, and not spraying any alcohol type fragrances around the area that is presenting with rosacea. You can also take oral antihistamines for itchiness in extreme cases, but for those who suffer from eczema caused by stress, I think of incorporating a daily meditation or stress relief exercises to help reduce your outbreak of eczema. You can actually reduce your eczema considerably just by managing your stress. A lot of people who have eczema also have asthma. They're in the same family. And a lot of people who have asthma or eczema are also anxious. So it's linked to that psychological response. What would we try to do to encourage us to feel better after being diagnosed with eczema? We want to include foods that are high in antioxidants, vitamins, and supports our skin health. Minerals are also really good. We want to manage our stress because chronic stress can exacerbate our skin conditions, and techniques like meditation and breathwork can help. But we also need to be thinking about gently cleansing and avoiding harsh products that are laced with sulfates and parabens, just like we talked about with rosacea. And avoiding those triggers, avoiding environmental triggers for each condition is essential. But the most important thing is to get professional diagnosis and prescriptive skincare. You can't just ignore the fact that, this is a response, a body's response to something. And whether it's food or stress or environment, whatever it is, you need to come down to the bottom of it, figure out what it is, and it might be a process of elimination to figure that out. But once you know, you can manage it really, really well. Each person will require a tailored approach. So that's why it's important to come in and have a proper skin diagnosis. We will ask you a lot of questions about your lifestyle, about what you eat, about your sleeping habits, about what you put on your skin. It sometimes feels like we're really nosy, but all we're trying to do is ascertain what it is that's causing the response in the skin. So professional diagnosis ensures an accurate treatment. By asking you all those questions, we can then put down a skin plan for you and also recommend some home care for you that's going to actually help heal and promote healing in the skin. We can then monitor your progress. So if you can come in regularly, we can check to see if what we've prescribed to you is actually working and tweak it to make sure that it works even faster and even better. I guess the biggest thing with prescription medications is that they may have side effects. So I'm sort of against going on any drugs straight away. Try to use that process of elimination first before you go to any prescriptives, because prescriptives do have side effects. And we can help manage your skin and your home care plan the best way possible, and we can work towards your budget as well. A proper diagnosis also helps preventing further complications and long-term skin damage, because if you leave it untreated, you can end up with scarring, you can end up with a plethora of other issues in your skin, which will be much harder to fix later on. We see so many people using the incorrect products for their skin condition, and that just further exacerbates their skin issues. So it's crucial that you come in and see skin therapists who are educated, not just in understanding what's going on in your skin, but also understand the ingredient technology to then prescribe to you the best products that's going to help you see results. If you like this episode, don't forget to click the link below and follow us, and we'll see you on the next episode.